Hello, sanibonani njani. My name is Samkelo Magoqo, but you can also call me Chief Kasi Economist or call me the government guy. Any of those names will do. Ngiyabonga kakhulu for tuning in to this video. Mhlawumbe uyithole uzisearchela on YouTube or you found it while on your social media, mhlawumbe ngiyisharile and so on and so forth. In today's video, I'll be covering the top 5 reasons why you should register your business in South Africa, why you should register your business. So it's important to note that not all businesses require you to register with the CIPC in order for you to trade. In fact, some people really prefer to trade as themselves in their own personal capacity, in their names. Udokotela will trade in their own name. Professionals will trade in their own name if there's no need to register with the CIPC, if there's no requirement. So also, let's say you're just running a consulting firm, or whatever business, or whatever business you're doing, even if it's a very formal business, you can do it in your own name. You can do it in your own name. So in this video, I'm not dictating that you should register a company. I'm just highlighting reasons why you would consider registering a company or registering a co-op or formalizing your business into a formal business structure. Why you would consider that? Not that it's a critical thing or it's a must-do thing. In fact, you shouldn't do it in willy-nilly. You should really consider and give thought to it, because kunama statutory cost and statutory duties that are associated with having this business, and ufile tax returns, tax returns, even if uno zero ungasebenzanga, kumele ufile CIPC annual returns ungasebenzanga. So una administration noma sowusebenza futhi you have to do bookkeeping kanye ne-filing in administration company bese wenze yakho futhi as individual. So you have to think about all of those things. I'm not dictating, but I'm just highlighting why you would consider it. These are the 5 reasons. The first and foremost reason I think is important is to formalize your business and increase the credibility. So if someone comes to you with a registered company as their business or a registered cooperative, because many to register business, you don't only register a company, a PTY company or a non-profit company. You can also register a cooperative, CIPC. So when I say register your business, there are other business entities that you can register with the CIPC. So it just builds the credibility, because someone can search for a company with CIPC database, and also there are specific duties that statutory duties that are listed. Meaning statutory means by the law, that are listed by the Companies Act. When as a director in directing the company and running the company, which you must run the company in the best interest of your company itself, because and in the interest of my employees and the public. So it increases the credibility and the accountability as a director of the company. Of course, economic protection in terms of the common law, consumer protection acts and common laws, trade recklessly, it adds that extra layer of protection and that extra layer of credibility, which is serious. And so it formalizes your business, and as a bank, applying a company, serious. So it formalizes your business. And so reason number 2, you register a company because you want to protect your personal finances. So what happens is, when you register a business entity, such as a company or a cooperative, you can't register a CC anymore. But when you register a business entity, there's something in accounting, or a rule in accounting, that is called the business entity rule. So this rule basically says that a company or entity leyo kanye nawe wena as an individual are 2 separate people. So if you register a cooperative with your friends, or you register a company on your own, leyo entity leyo oyirejistile is a person in itself, nawe umuntu. So meaning ukuthi if yona goes into debt, it's not you who's going into debt, it's the company who's going into debt, and ama-creditors have only a recourse to a company, not to wena if kukhona inkinga eziba khona. So it protects your assets against ama-claims by ama-creditors, a company, or by ama-lawsuits and so on and so forth. However, you must be very cautious, because practically when it comes to India business, more applying mhlambe a loan a bank, a business loan with your company, or applying for mhlambe a funding, a cash flow nje yabo mhlambe ukhona into ofuna uyenza, mhlambe ufuna uku-add stock or whatever type of funding or apply like. Usually you sign into ekuthiwa a surety, meaning ukuthi kule surety you stand surety that if the company fails to pay back this money, the debt or the creditor rather, lokubolekile imali has recourse ukuthi ayifuna kuwena imali wena the director. So bebaleka lento ukuthi abantu baboleka imali ngegama lecompany bese emva kwaloko abaleke yena as hayi mina ukweleta icompany awukweletwa I mean. So they make you sign a surety which makes you personally liable. Now not just ukuthi company liable ukuthi imali yes sizoyifuna kwi-company qala ukuthi sikhokhele imali esiyibolekile icompany, but mehlule icompany sizoyifuna kuwena ke manje personally as the surety. So in those instances, even though it then adds a little element of risk kuwena, but in that instance there are things such as life insurance policies that I say, like it's a business contingency cover where you can buy a life cover wena as an individual ukuthi uma wena ushona icompany ngasakwazi ukukhokhela lama debts lawa, the creditor will want imali yayo kwicompany ihluleke bese ihambe kwi-estate yakho your claim for estate planning. But if unale contingency cover, that policy will pay out leso sikweleti leso se company wena ubothi stand a surety for sona, and you'll be free from that. So yeah, then thirdly, the third reason is to get funding from government agencies. So in the previous video I did, I talked about a funding agency from USIFA called Trough. It's Township Rural Entrepreneurship Program, supporting entrepreneurs who are trading in the townships in rural areas. So for you to apply for that funding, you have to be a CIPC registered entity, so either a co-op or a for-profit company, such as a PTY or a personal liability company, attorneys and other professionals, such as like consulting engineers and financial planners and other associations. So apply the funding, you have to formalize your business, and you cannot apply for this funding if you're not a CIPC registered entity. So they want you to formalize your business. So there's another reason why you want to apply for EE or want to register your entity. Also, what you have to remember is that, let's take a company for instance. So if you have a company or registering a company, uzohlangana mhlambe nabanye abantu, or even if uwedwa for that matter. What does this mean? Now, having a company allows you then to pull our resources in a formal way, in a formal structure where shareholders own a company in this formal structure. Even in a cooperative environment, it provides registering an entity provides a vehicle where you guys could pull your funds together in a formal structure. Of course, again, there are other agreements that have to be in place to manage a relationship as partners, as business partners in that company or cooperative. So if you want to apply for equity, if you want to have equity funding amongst other members or shareholders, registering your business is key, and also getting funding from government agencies, that is key. Also, when you say a JSE listed company or a public company, they can offer its shares to anyone in the public. Leo company leyo nayo isuke yenza lokho because they want to invite investors or to invite abantu abazo-investa kuyona leyo company leyo. So you cannot get this type of equity funding if you're not a public company or even a JSE listed company. So you can see what's more cooler in your company. If you have a growth initiative for your business, you can register a company knowing what 10, 20 years from now, maybe you want to list. So it's important to register a company as soon as possible. 4, maybe the reason number 4 is that maybe you want to have a tender, maybe you want to apply for government tenders, or you want to align yourself with government incentives, such as like municipality, for example, there is the cooperative unit. I think it's business support, cooperative but no tourism and all of that, but it's a very supportive structure. Very supportive structure. If you have a co-op, they support you. Cooperative department, they support you, and they don't support you, don't have a co-op. So if you register a co-op, you can get support by different government initiatives. You can also apply for tenders if you register a company or that co-op, because government generally does not deal with individuals, who deal with companies who are formalized, registered for tax, registered with the CIPC and any other formal registration that is needed. So if you want to trade with the government, you have to formalize your business and register your business. Finally, this 5th and final reason is if you want to build generational wealth and build a business that you can pass down to younger generations, it's important to register a company or to register a business entity, or to run your business through a form of ownership or an entity that is that has business continuity. So just make an example. So if you run your business as a sole proprietor, individual, if ushona business lakho liyashona because you do not continue as an ID number yakho yaphela, uyabo. But if you register a company, ushona as usamkelo as the director of the company or the shareholder, the company itself it is a different entity, so it continues to exist and it doesn't cease to exist. So you can pass it down to younger generations, or can sell it to your partner. Have a buy and sell agreement between you and your partner, with a mention you take my portion of my shares, sign a have a mechanism of funding that. Make sure you buy my piece of the company or of the organization, and then you sell it to you give the proceeds to my family or to my estate for IFA for abantwana bam, or for that business. So if you do not build a business through this entity that has a continuity, you basically cannot pass it down to other generations. You can't create a generational wealth. So that is critical. So you must think about your exit strategy. So key things that you must think about are your exit strategy. Business like umuntu oqala ibhizinisi angacabanga ukuthi mase ngikhathele lona ngizokwenzani, ngizokwazi ukulidayisa, like can I sell this business? Maybe serial entrepreneurs, they build business to sell them. Can you sell this business to other people? More ufuna legacy business, can you pass this business on to your children? So registering a company then allows you to basically do that. So all in all, these are the top 5 reasons why I think you should register your business. And as Usamkelo, I've got 2 products that can help you to do this. The first one is a business startup bootcamp, where it's like an online workshop where you can learn how to register your own company, learn how to create a website for your company, create branding for your owner, also understanding business model. How do you want to trade ngale company yako for a fraction of the price a service provider? Because what I've noticed is sometimes I'm a service provider, I charge a mile, and rightfully so, man, they're providing a service. So if when you service layo, then you could DIY. That's what I've always been teaching at Blockchain Online Learning Academy, and in Blockchain Investment, that you should DIY these things. So I just create a boot camp where I show you how to register a company, how to register it for e-tax purposes, how to build just branding, how to build your website, like all of the things that you need to get started to register your business and that get started to trade and launch your business. I do all of this workshop online through an online platform, through my webinars, through emails, through different modes and modalities of delivering e-content. You can sign up for this course. I'll include a link in the description and talk about one of my prices. It's a special price because it's something new that I'm offering. So you get a chance to sign up for a charter membership. I'll charge a fraction of the price of manje because I'm still testing it. And if it is the price will go out. It will go up rather in future. Then I also provide my consulting services, and as a management consultant, like we see of a consulting product as a Location Online Learning Academy. I provide a consulting where, for example, if you register a company or a business, I help you to choose to structure your business in a correct business structure, understanding my goals. Do you want to build a legacy business? What is your exit strategy? What are the risks that can be posed to your personal finances, and how can you shield yourself against all of these risks, taking into account the corporate governance, the company law, a common law as South Africa, and your personal finances. So I provide a consulting around that, with how can you establish this business entity. Of course, register as a company, register for tax profile, tax clearance pin, tax compliance status pin, get a shareholder certificate, all of those basic standard things. But over and above that, I get into a business structure consulting, where I help you then understand what register a company, what does it mean, what are the statutory requirements that are required by law for you to adhere to one. But also over and above that, in terms of your goals for this business, how does registering a company or going through a co-op route or any other route help you for this business? So that is how I help in terms of the business I provide. And I'll just hook up a post for those services I provide, and you can even call me so that we can create a customized package for you depending on what you want to do. So Chief Kasi Economist, I was so tired doing this video. Maybe I'll do a better one in future, guys. Maybe this one is fine. But I was so tired, but I promised myself I'll create a video every week. So this is what I'm doing, guys, creating a video every week. I think what I'll also do now, any video we create, I'll just be talking about business structures. There's sole traders. You can trade as a sole trader, as a partnership, as a company, different types of companies, private company, public company, non-profit company. You can trade as a business trust. You say, what does move as a trust? Trust. You can even trade as a trust. As a cooperative. So I'll do that. So anything else in terms of consulting, you can contact me, because I'm a financial planner. I work with accountants, cyber accountants, and tax practitioners, as I'm also working to get my tax practitioner license very soon. But I do have associates who help with that, so I can also help with that. We also work with legal advisors and legal practitioners to help you draft agreements that can govern relationships between you and your business partners. So thank you, Chief Kasi Economist. Goodbye.